If you're building any type of team or organization, you know that the team is only as strong as its weakest link. So how do you fix that? How do you raise and strengthen the quality of your team? Hey, I'm Haya. For those of you who are new to our Digging Deeper tribe, I work with high-achieving women to help them totally slay the status quo and build a life that they absolutely love. So today we're talking about how to build a team of leaders instead of followers. But why is that important? Let me tell you why. You know the saying that eagles fly alone? Well, there's also a saying that chickens cluck in packs. And it's true. So first of all, you've got to ask yourself, which do you want to do? Do you want to fly like an eagle or do you want to cluck like a chicken? And you don't necessarily have to be alone to fly like an eagle, but they definitely travel in smaller packs than chickens. This is for sure. We also know that chickens are followers and eagles are leaders. So if you really want to raise the quality of your performance and the quality of your team, one of the things that we usually have to do is take an analysis and ask myself, does my team right now consist of leaders, of movers and shakers, of independent thinkers, of high achievers, and women that are get the job done finishers just like me? Or do I have a team of followers? Do I have a team of women that are run by their fears, that are afraid to shake things up, they're too concerned and obsessed with what other people think, and they're never really gonna overcome their inner self-talk and their inner sabotage to step out and totally perform up to their potential? Now, here's the situation. If that's the case, and I can tell you that for the most cases, that is normally how it ends up. Many women find out and realize, in fact, not just women, many people, many leaders, in the first stages of their leadership, and even sometimes in more seasoned stages of their leadership, something happens, they slip into reactionary mode, and then fast forward, they look around them and they are surrounded by followers. And usually when we become surrounded by followers, then the quality of our performance and the quality of our team, the quality of our product, the quality of our service, the quality of our output, whatever those things are, they begin to suffer. So what do we do to turn that on its head? What do we do to stop that pattern and completely flip it over so that you can start attracting leaders instead of followers? Well, the first thing is to become the change you want to see. As Gandhi said, we've got to become the change we want to see in the world. So we know, John Maxwell teaches us that it's called the law of the lid, that you are actually the lid on your own organization. As you are attracting people to your team, naturally people are going to be attracted to a leader that is stronger than they are. So wherever your leadership skills are, then the quality of your team is going to naturally cascade a little bit down below that. So if on a scale of a 1 to 10, if I'm a 7 in leadership qualities, and it means that likely my team is going to be filled with 6, 5s, 4s, etc. Okay? If I am a 9 on the scale of 1 to 10, then I'm going to have some 8s and 7s on my team. If I'm a 3 and I'm either just starting out or not really learning the leadership lesson so well, then I'm probably going to have a very weak team of only 2s and 1s. Make sense? So the first thing that we must do is look within and ask ourselves, what have we done to allow this weak leadership from ourselves? See, before you can lead anyone else, you have to lead yourself. And if you're allowing weak leadership from yourself, then for sure that means that you're going to attract weak leaders around you. So the very first thing that we have to do is lead from a place of integrity and start by keeping our own commitments to ourselves. Get clear on what is it that we want. What is it that we want our team to look like, our product, our service? What quality do we want, and how are we going to refuse to settle for anything less than that? That's most importantly, number one, the first thing that we do is we raise the bar on our own performance. We hold ourselves accountable. We look at where we may have dropped the ball, where we may have been communicating weak leadership, even from a subconscious level. That's what we fix first, okay? The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna start changing the way we communicate with our team. And we're going to start shifting how we manage those expectations. So what am I talking about? Well, usually leadership patterns follow dialogue. So if you're going to be attracting leaders to you, you're going to be speaking into their universe in a very different way than if you're attracting followers, if you're coaching followers, if you're developing followers. You know, it's really interesting because on social media, it's all about developing a following, okay? But is that really what you want? You just want people blindly following you? Do you want an echo chamber of yes men, of zombies that are just blindly marching in one direction? And if so, that's okay. But what do you want your following to be doing? What are you expecting from them? What are you expecting from your team? So have you ever become very, very clear at what you expect from them? Have you written it down? What does your dream team look like? What qualities, what characteristics, what personality styles, what personality traits? Now, of course, we need all types of personalities to make the whole team. But in these leaders, what types of character and qualities are you looking for? Once you know what qualities that you're looking for, how are you expecting them to perform individually and collectively? I can promise you that if you are not clearly articulating what you expect from your team, then you're certainly never going to get it. So look back over the last 30, 60, 90 days. Look back over the last 1, 2, 3 years. What have you been communicating to your team? So are you clearly communicating the type of people that you're looking for? Are you clearly communicating what you're expecting from them from a performance perspective, what they're going to do individually and what you as a team are going to do collectively? And if none of those things are clear, well, then it's no wonder that the team isn't performing well or that the leadership levels within that team are low, okay? The other thing that I want to stress to you that's very, very important is that people rise to the level of expectation that we have for them. So we want to speak life into our people. You know, it said that words can kill and words can give life, and it's so, so true. So instead of pointing out all the things that aren't going well, and instead of focusing on the negative and talking about all of the things that you're not excited about, start looking for things to celebrate. Start finding your people doing something right. Start finding them doing something good and start building them up and breathing life into them and breathing belief into them and building up their level of expectation. Start talking to them about the qualities of leadership that you're looking for from a performance perspective. So when you're talking to them on a daily or weekly basis and you see them doing something amazing, whether it's great teamwork, whether it's great support, whether it's great service, all of those things are critical components of leadership. In order to be a great leader, you have to first be a disciplined, loyal follower. In order to be a great leader, you have to be a great team player. In order to be a great leader, You have to be really motivated by service. That's what servant leadership is all about. So as you see your people giving to each other, helping each other, going the extra mile, any type of self-sacrifice for the people around them, point those things out and call them out and say, wow, that is incredible leadership I have just seen in you. I appreciate your service leadership. I appreciate your teamwork. I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate your extra mile efforts. And breathe into them the level of leadership, the level of commitment, the level of loyalty, the level of work ethic that you are expecting from them. And as you start to change your inner dialogue on what you expect from yourself as a leader, and as you start to clearly articulate outwardly what you are looking for in your dream team, in your A team, what you're looking for in your team performance, in their collective team efforts, in their individual efforts, you are going to start to see that performance rise and rise and rise and rise. And remember, rising waters lift all boats. And the last thing that I will say with you and share with you as you're looking to transform from attracting leaders to attracting followers, remember the magic formula to leadership is what's in it for them. We have to speak to each individual person in our team and in our organization. We have to speak their language and find out what's in it for them, what makes them tick, what makes them shine, what makes them excited about being a part of the team. And we have to align their passions and their talents with the needs of our team. And if we can help them connect the dots and see how their excellent, amazing peak performance is going to not only contribute to the excellence and the performance of the team, but it's going to contribute to the ultimate outcome of what they're looking for in their life and those intrinsic rewards that come along with it, man, that is a grand slam home run. So there you have it, a whole handful of tricks, tips, hacks, solutions, and insights on how you can start attracting leaders instead of followers. Love ya. Bye for now.